Welcome to the Calallen Softball Coaches Show. I'm your host, Chris Daly, and each week I will be talking with head coach Teresa Lentz from the Calallen Wildcats softball team. We will jump in right after these messages. We definitely want to thank our title sponsor, Shocker Wildlife Resources. Yes, Anthony Trevino at Shocker Wildlife, they do it all. Ranch and wildlife management. They do helicopter surveys, harvest data management, wildlife management plans, water distribution, prescribed burns, consulting, feeding programs. If you have a ranch, you need Shocker Wildlife Resources as your consultant. You can reach them by reaching out to Anthony Trevino, 361-850-0609. Yes, call Anthony Trevino at 361-850-0609. If you have a ranch, you definitely need to know Anthony. Caliber Collision understands how much you depend on your vehicle. Let their repair experts help you get back to what's most important. Caliber Collision and Caliber Auto Glass specialize in happy customers, expert repairs, and most importantly, restoring the rhythm of your life. That's Caliber Collision. You can find them at caliber.com. All right, everybody, join me in welcoming Coach Teresa Lentz to the Calallen Softball Coaches Show. Hey, Coach Lentz, how are you feeling?
Feeling pretty good right now. Pretty good. Excited for this next round, for sure.
Yeah, I bet. Well, let's talk about the last round. Solid win, 7-2, 7-2 against the Solid program in Needville. Talk about those games.
Yeah, no, they were intense. I mean, we had our first game of the series on Friday night, and we played at TM, so we kind of had that home crowd feel. There's tons of people there. It was awesome to see all the fans come out, and first thing they jump out with a 2-run lead, and we knew it was going to be tough. We really knew that what we were going to get from them with their speed and with the power in the middle of their lineup, just really gonna test us in ways we hadn't been tested in a while. So they did that, but I was proud of the girls. They stayed in control. They stayed within themselves, and kind of told them, you don't need to get it all back in one inning, but let's get to it and start getting to work. And I think on the third inning we scored 3. I don't remember who exactly got us going, but we got going. We got something going. Then we ended up being 3-2 after the third, going to the fourth. Still kind of had that momentum, starting to feel a little more comfortable. 2 more runs come, and then kind of to seal it off, we got an extra 2 runs in the sixth, and just some great defensive plays in the outfield, defensive plays in the infield. Jordan, I believe, had 6 strikeouts, and she only allowed 5 hits, especially with a team like this. Is very, very impressive. I want to say, I think in the outfield, Chris had these 2 awesome catches where she was sliding figure 4, and one the first one she got, she slid, fielded it, and as she was getting up, the ball came out. So we didn't know if it was a out or if they were going to say no out, but luckily they called it an out. And then the next time, she, just to make everybody, even more sure, she came up with it and figure 4 slide, and then held it in her hand like, look, I got it, guys. Like, no question here. And so that was a big one, because I want to say that came in like the 6th inning. So it was, they're trying to get a little momentum going, and nothing's really fallen for them. So her to step up like that was really awesome. We had Brooklyn Metter, who was 2 for 4. Kylie Butcher, 2 RBIs. She went 2 for 3. BB went 2 for 3. I know she had some stolen bases as well. And I mean, think Audrina had, well, she had 2 walks. They weren't trying to pitch to her at all. And what else? Who else did good? I think, oh my gosh. I mean, it was just collectively just putting pressure on them.
Right.
Putting pressure on them. Jordan hit well. Caden, got a really nice hit, I believe, off the wall. I mean, we were just hitting it off the wall. Bam, bam, bam. I think we had 3 home runs. Kyle Butcher had a home run. Jordan Thibodeau had a home run. And Kiana Vargas had a home run. I mean, so that right there is just like nails in the coffin, just boom. And for that, I think BB came up, hit it off the wall. Brooklyn came up, hit it off the wall. I mean, we were just hitting hard, kind of intimidating, I would imagine. And we saw all 3 of their pitchers it was really proud of the girls on how they came out with the intensity, the focus, even after that two runs that they put up at the beginning of the game. We kind of took care of it that first game. So that was nice. It was really nice.
Yeah, and then you moved on to the second game, a different setting, visually very different field.
Yes.
But exact same result, different start too. Talk about that one.
Yeah, no, we kind of flipped the switch a little bit, scored 2 in the first, which was exactly what we needed to do. And then they came up to bat, and Bianca, I mean, her stuff was so good. It's almost like this sort of opposite magnetic thing going with the barrel of the ball, with the barrel and her ball. Like they couldn't touch it. And it was so amazing to see her do that, especially in this high of intensity of a game at this level against a team like this, who is very tough offensively. And, she shut them down for a good 4 innings where she's just striking them out. And she finished with 6 strikeouts. And, they got a few hits here and there. Really, really did a great job of just keeping them off balance and making them work and really not get comfortable in the box. So we were really proud of her. She ended up getting, if I'm not mistaken, her, 600 strikeout. If I'm not mistaken, 700. Oh, gosh. I want to say 700. Feels like I should say 700. I'm so sorry. I can't remember exactly. But, she was just on fire. She was locked in. And the girls behind her, did the same. I think BB was 4 for 2 with 1 RBI. Audrina, she had 2 RBIs. Kiana had an RBI. Brooklyn was 3 for 4 with an RBI. I mean, no home runs. The wind was kind of blowing in, which, you could tell the girls were hitting the ball hard and they kind of just dying in the air, but they were hitting it. And so that's what we wanted. And we did well. We did well against them. I think we had 11 hits against them and they kept the pitcher, their freshman starter. They left her in the whole game this time. And I was proud of the girls for just, not easing up, because I think they scored 2 runs in the 5th and they could have easily, momentum could have switched and started going their way, but the girls didn't stop and were able to, get 3 more runs after that, just to kind of make sure they didn't come back. So it was good. It was really good.
Yeah, it was. So how did y'all get out of there health-wise?
I would say we got out of there health-wise good, knock on wood. I will say we did find out some bad news with one of our players, Lizzie Smith, who's one of our speedsters, one of the fastest girls in the school, who does just an amazing job for us in the outfield and on the bases. She might have a torn, I want to say torn hip. No, she does high jump for us. She does high jump for us, and she might have a torn labrum. So we're hoping she goes to the doctor, finds out good news, and she doesn't need surgery. But I know that does hurt us a little bit, and you know, I don't want to ever hear anything like that with our girls, especially because they're pushing themselves. You know, being in softball and track and whatnot, and it's tough. It's tough on their bodies. It's tough on them. So hopefully she hears back. She gets to the doctor and here's good news about her, and she just needs to rehab it a little bit.
Right, right.
Hopefully nothing too more than that, but knock on wood, everybody else is doing well.
Nice. Well, let's talk about Davenport. You know, this is the time of year where everybody you play is going to have a very similar record to yours. What do you see that's different about Davenport?
Oof, Davenport, nobody right now is going to be a pushover. Nobody's going to be easy. We really need to come out and make sure we play our game. But Davenport, you know, they have a pitcher who throws in the mid-50s, and she has a lot of movement, a lot of tight spin, can kind of come in a little bit, but mainly stays away with a curve, maybe a drop curve of some sort, and kind of mixes speeds within doing that. And, you know, she hits her spots, and, you know, that could cause some havoc for a lineup, you know. So we just got to make sure we put the ball in play with runners in scoring position and execute like we need to, make the routine play in the pitching circle, hit our spots, do what we do. And I believe we should, you know, things should go in our favor, but nothing's ever guaranteed. I was telling the girls yesterday, you know, we're not guaranteed tomorrow. We sure as heck aren't guaranteed the next round. So we've got to make sure we focus and do what we need to do to take care of that.
Right on, right on. Well, so talk about where the games are, and so that people can come check it out. Yeah. No, we're excited. We're not too far away. We're going to be playing at Three Rivers and Three Rivers High School. Nice. And
they have a turf field. I haven't been there. We haven't played there before, but excited to go see it. And you know, it's kind of the best middle ground that we could find for a one gamer. And of course, they wanted the one gamer. And we lost the home and visitor slip, so we're visitors. So we got, you know, two little things against us a little bit, but I'm excited to see how our girls handle that pressure and you know, respond to that, you know, little change. I mean, I know they can and I know they will, but still made me feel bad as a coach. I'm like, dang it, I can't get anything right. But the girls will be ready. I have no doubt. But it'll be on Friday at 6:30 at Three Rivers. So hopefully, I think baseball's playing that same night. So hopefully we'll get our fans to come out and support us just down the road a little bit. But it should be a lot of fun. And this should be our regional quarterfinal, if I'm not mistaken. I'm wrong. Regional quarterfinal to get to the regional final. So it's a big game. It's a big game.
Yeah. So is it, you know, the 1 versus 3, is that going to keep going for a while, or are we done with this one?
It's a flip, like we flip odd or even. So usually the teams that face us, not always, but sometimes, most of the time, sometimes they want a 1-game series, sometimes they want a 3-game series. And we have the opportunity to do that all the way up until state championship games.
Okay.
Last year it was up till the state semifinal, because at state used to be the Final Four to go to state. Right. But now it's only the final, the championship. So we now, for the first time, we have the opportunity to have our state semifinal to be a series. So that's nice. But you know, it depends on who wants what and who wins the flip. So
and I would guess most of the time they're going to want a 1 game.
Most of the time, not all the time, but yes, most of the time, depending on the staff or whatever their strategy might be.
Yeah, and at this point, you know, as you get further and further in the playoffs, it really doesn't matter. Right? I mean, at the end of the day, you still got to win.
Right. I mean, I guess it could matter. It definitely could matter, but when it gets down to it, you if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. So, you know, either way, we've got to just do what we got to do. You know, no excuses, and take care of it. Right on.
Well, Coach, again, congratulations on the Meadville series. Best of luck this week against Davenport. Hopefully, we're talking about next week's opponent when we talk.
Yes, sir. We're excited. I appreciate your support. Thank you.
We also need to thank Downtime Services. Downtime Services offers specialized on-site field machining services that maximize your uptime without sacrificing quality. Their team of expert field machining services technicians will come to you and repair and modify your equipment on-site and on demand. Downtime Services, whatever you need, whenever you need. Find Downtime Services online at downtimeservices.com or call them at 800-900-1256. Hey, once again, I want to thank you for tuning in and listening to the Calallen Softball Coaches Show. Please share, subscribe, get the story out about this amazing program, these amazing girls, and don't forget to go out, fill the stands, and support your Calallen Wildcats. Get ready to tee off with the legends of Texas sports. That's right, the TLSN Legends Golf Classic, a day of golf, glory, and giving back. It will be held at the Great Hills Country Club in Austin, Texas, Sunday, September 15th. Registration 11 a.m., tee time around noon, award ceremony at 6 p.m. Who's invited? Everyone. Fans, friends, alumni, business leaders, and golf lovers. If you have any interest in UT athletics and golf, this is the must-attend golf tournament. Whether you're swinging for birdies or just soaking up the stories, this is a can't-miss event. What can you expect? A round of golf with Texas sports legends. A premium course experience at Great Hills, awards, prizes, and exclusive photo ops. Food, drinks, unforgettable memories. The full details will be coming soon, as well as the lineup of legends who will be the captains for each team. To stay in the loop and to keep updated on player announcements, sponsor reveals, and ticket availability, go to texaslsn.org. That's texaslsn.org. The TLSN Legends Golf Classic.